I don't ever let people know publicly what the full extent of my operational capacity is, what the extent of any training I have is, and my fighting ability, because that's giving out free intel that gives people a possible advantage if they do want to attack me. I would much rather have people have no idea at all what my training is and what I'm capable of. I earned black belts in 2 different styles of martial arts with it. I did bodybuilding, I did powerlifting. I started training at 19. Well, not training, but actually lifting weight. I had been a martial artist and a distance runner before that. But yeah, I got into weightlifting when I was 19. I trained completely natural for 4 years. And while drug-free and in my prime, I got up to like a 315 bench and I could squat 470 pounds. I think I am more suited to wear a Batman shirt than any of those guys. I have black belts in more than one style of martial arts. Batman was a martial artist. And no, I didn't beat the shit out of the guy. Nobody won this conflict. Everybody involved lost. Because he and I had to grapple around, I specifically went completely out of my way to avoid punching this guy or hitting him and using submission holds. I ended up getting my arm bit. And when he bit my arm, I hooked my fingers in his cheek, which will generally paralyze somebody. You can hook them like a fish. And I put him chest down on the floor and I held him there. The bouncers were coming. And I told him, if you're going to be cool, I will let you up. And he said he'd be cool, just please let him go. When I let him up, he came up and he caught me with the left, and he got me really, really good. And that was my own fault. That was me being stupid and assuming that my friend was going to be cool if I let him back up. And that was really dumb of me, so I paid a price for that. That's something to be proud of. That was a mistake on my part. I had the guy subdued. I should have just kept him there in the submission hold until the bouncers got there. When the bouncers came over and the owner got in my face, who happens to be a personal family friend of mine, I backed off, let the bouncers deal with him, and I didn't continue the conflict. I kept my cool because, again, it's important to behave as a gentleman in public. You shouldn't have to have bouncers pull you off someone, even if you've had to restrain them. When the owner of an establishment comes and tells you to back off, you back off. And you apologize to that person for whatever behavior you were involved with in their establishment, guys. And that's part of being a gentleman and being a man, is to know when to back off in those situations and to apologize to everyone involved. And I went around that night, and every one of our friends who were there, who had to see all of that, who had to deal with it, I apologized to each and every one of them. I apologized for his behavior, and he and I are no longer on speaking terms. So no, that's not something to brag about. It's not something to be proud of. I'm not proud of the fact that I had to get into a conflict. I'm not proud of the fact that I made a mistake and let somebody up who I shouldn't have and got a black eye for it, guys. But there are times when these things arise, and it is important for us as men to deal with them as men when these situations come up. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.